First Time Countdown's number 2 story, tonight's worst persons in the world. The bronze to John Scott of Fix News. This is one of the real talking points readers who may or may not recognize the individual words he's saying, never mind their meaning. But today, accompanied by a series of graphics, he read a story claiming to show how the stimulus package, quote, was born and how it grew and grew and grew, quoting 7 different dates and 7 different total amounts ranging from $56 billion to $775 billion. It was taken word for word, figure for figure, and date for date from a press release issued this morning by the Senate Republican Communications Center, right down to a typo contained in the press release referring to an article published in December of 2009, a month that hasn't happened yet. The actual definition right there of reading the talking points. Our runner-up is Billow, new lighting and a new set imitating ours, but the same old clown. Rips the singer Cher and plays a tape of her saying, quote, I just don't understand how anyone would want to be a Republican. I just can't figure it. I don't understand if you're poor, if you're any kind of minority, gay, black, Latino, anything. If you're not a rich, I don't know. If you're not a rich, born-again Christian, I don't get it. Billow said he'd have to break it to her gently that, quote, there are good people in both parties who love their country like you do. Don't be a pinhead. Be independent like me. Yeah, he's independent as a pack mule. But more importantly, he edited something out of the tape of Cher's comments, the parts in which she said, there are some really good Republicans. As Rupert Murdoch says of his own shop, we have never been a company that tolerates facts. Arr. But our winner is Dr. Andrew Wakefield. He is the doctor, almost single-handedly responsible for the paranoia in some parents worldwide for a decade now about letting their kids get the MMR vaccination, measles, mumps, and rubella. His research, published in February 1998 in the British medical journal The Lancet, suggested that the MMR triple vaccine was a likely cause of autism via some new kind of inflammatory bowel disease that the vaccinations induced, with symptoms appearing within days. He apparently made it up. The Times of London has obtained the actual hospital medical records of the vaccinated kids on which Wakefield based his conclusions. There were only 12 kids in the study, and their ailments, as described in the article, were different than the ones in their hospital records. Worse still, Wakefield left out the fact that in several of the 12 cases, there had been concerns before the vaccinations that the kids were not healthy enough to be vaccinated. And the hospital records show nearly all of the kids had no bowel troubles at all, while Wakefield's article said they all did. Dr. Andrew Wakefield, who may have put millions of kids at unnecessary risk for measles, mumps, rubella, and who knows what else. Today's worst person in the world.